a quick question, and I want everyone in the chat, big up to everyone here. Which trophy carries more weight? Winning the Europa League or the FA Cup? Because people want to tell me about the FA Cup. Arsenal fans will be chatting about it. Arteta won the FA Cup in his first season. I think that was Artillero. One of these guys was kind of just putting it out there, or social 101. Which trophy would you prefer? Would you prefer FA Cup or lifting up a Europa League? Zeus, I'm going to throw that to you. I think you know what I'm already thinking, but I'll throw it to you.
I think I'm going to go Europa because it's European, right? You're on the continent. You're playing different teams. Some really good teams, right? Like Sevilla is like they always win in Europa, and they're like highly rated, right? Yeah. Some you might get some, well-established clubs like maybe not Barcelona this year, but sometimes you might get some of the really big teams to slip into that. So the competition level, right? And FA Cup, how long is it? How many games FA Cup? Is it 3 or 4?
FA Cup, six games, I think.
6 games, you skip around here and there. So I'm not so big on I'll definitely say Europa. Even the argument could be made that the European Conference League is on the same level or is ahead of the FA Cup, right? Because again, it could be.
The European Conference League is fully dusty. I'm not even sure. Like I got West Ham fans shaking their bum, and then Arsenal fans will be telling me, when they're rating Pape Sarr and they're talking about Basmati rice, they'll say to me, "What has Pape Sarr won?" And I laugh and I look at them and I go, "What has Basmati won? Really? Like, what has he won? What, Europa Conference League?" You know what? I'm gonna say, I might have to agree with you. I've not even thought about it. This is the first time that someone's thrown this question to me, and I'm shell-shocked. I think I prefer the FA Cup to the Europa Conference League. I think I agree.
That's fair. But what about the Europa to the FA Cup? Where do you stand on that one?
I think the Europa League is better than the FA Cup.
Yeah.
But the FA Cup is better than the Europa Conference League.
Okay, cool.
So for me, I think the pinnacle is
Prem or Champs. Which one?
I think the Prem or Champs is the same.
Okay.
I can't separate them. If you're going to rank trophies, Prem, Champs are side by side. I think it's as good as each other. Some will say the Prem is harder because it's 38 games. I say bollocks. I say the Champions League is just as prestigious as winning the Prem. Whichever one you win is respectable. Yeah?
Same level.
Then, second is Europa League. Third is FA Cup. Fourth, Europa Conference League. And then fifth is the Carabao Cup. I think in that order. And you will never hear me utter the Community Shield. These Arsenal fans shaking their bum and uploading pictures on Instagram for the Community Shield. That will never, ever happen from me. So that's the order that I would rate. But look, everyone in the chat, it'd be good to know because all these people want to lie. It's a trophy, it's a trophy. The truth is, with trophies, there are levels to trophies.
Yeah.
And the higher the trophy, the more respect that you gain. Almost like a weight coefficient. For example, I was talking about FIFA rankings just yesterday with a guy called Dan Potts, and I was saying that if you beat Brazil and you beat Belgium, even if it's a friendly, it carries weight in the FIFA rankings, especially if you want to be in the top 5 in the world. Winning the Carabao Cup carries no weight. There's no point, like the Eurovision Song Contest. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's Europa League, Prem, Champions League. Those are the 3 trophies. You're going to be shaking your bum for FA Cup football, then you are a dusty Arsenal fan because you should be wanting more from your club because you are the one telling me in the chat, Artillero, Arteta won the FA Cup, so I can win the FA Cup, bro. I can win. If Tottenham was in the FA Cup final, I'd be going to the stadium. I'd be going to Wembley for the burgers, mate. That's about it. Yeah? I'd be going for the burgers. Don't get it twisted. We want big things for our team. You're part of the so-called Big Six. Get a big boy trophy. So before I will talk with chest until you do something. Until you do something bigger than Spurs. Winning the FA Cup is nothing to be proud about.